Frank's wife had vanished mysteriously for over 3 months. Frank was relentless in pressuring the police to find her. Even though the reward money had been raised to an astronomical amount, there were still no breakthroughs. The investigation had already consumed significant police resources. Finally, the chief of police, cornered and out of options, offered his own theory: your wife ran away with someone else. Hearing this, Frank was furious. Anna would never betray him, he was certain of it. But the chief's resolute gaze planted a seed of doubt in Frank's heart. Deep down, he realized this explanation might indeed be the only plausible one. Leaving the police station, Frank headed to a nightclub to drown his sorrows. There, a woman approached him. She told him someone knew where Anna was. The woman instructed Frank to bring the reward money and meet alone at a specified location. At midnight, Frank met with the woman as planned. She led him down a secluded alley before suddenly stepping back. Two burly men emerged from the shadows and attacked him. Frank instantly realized they knew nothing about Anna's whereabouts. They were after the reward money, already consumed by anger and despair. And with the police chief's words echoing in his mind, Frank decided to vent his rage on the two men. In no time, the two con men were beaten into submission, but Frank wasn't finished. He pounded one of them in the chest with all his might. The woman, paralyzed with fear, realized the situation was spiraling out of control. She stepped forward and pleaded with Frank to stop. Only then did he gradually regain his composure. Back home, Frank's father urged him to move on and start a new life, just as Anna had seemingly done to him. As he looked at Anna's photo, Frank was overcome with grief. Despite his refusal to believe it, where else could Anna have gone after all this time? Finally, Frank decided it was time to leave. However, the maid revealed that there was another explanation for Anna's disappearance. That was an ancient legend. It is said that some people could travel through time through certain stones, being transported to different eras. And on the day Anna disappeared, she had gone up the mountain. There was a circle of standing stones there.
I believe that she traveled to some other time.
Frank listened in silence. He couldn't believe something so ridiculous could happen. But in truth, the maid was right. Anna had been picking flowers on the mountain that day, when she accidentally touched one of the stones nearby. That's how she was transported 200 years into the past. Now, she was married to Jamie, a man from the ancient times. This meant Anna now had two husbands at once. Scotland in 1735 was a time of war. Jamie decided to scout ahead with the others to ensure their safety. Anna was left behind for the time being. Meanwhile, Frank was driving away when he suddenly stopped at a crossroads. Even though he didn't believe in the maid's talk of time travel, he decided to go to the mountain one last time before leaving. It was the very place where Anna had last disappeared. Anna was wandering alone in the woods when she saw the stone circle on the mountaintop. Tears filled her eyes in an instant. She had finally returned to where it all began. So much had happened. So much had changed. If she left now, Jamie would surely be devastated. But wasn't Frank also suffering in the same way? With that thought, Anna made up her mind. She ran toward the stone circle. Meanwhile, Frank had arrived at the foot of the mountain. He climbed upward, quickening his pace. In two different eras, they were both heading toward the same destination. What would Frank discover there? And could Anna make it back to her time?